Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to support the content and help us continue bringing you more epic adventures and thrilling stories. Now let's dive into today's exciting chapter. As she hung helplessly alongside her terrified companions, Luo Changshui'er realized that the plant god sect intended to turn them into mindless puppets. Unable to accept the thought of being forced to fight her own people, she made a desperate decision. Rather than fall under their control, she chose to sacrifice herself by detonating her own energy. With the giant roots tightening around her body, she knew escape was impossible. Just as she prepared for her final moments, a figure suddenly appeared and changed the course of the battle. Qi Qingmo rose into the sky like a goddess descending from legend itself. The sect members had no idea how overwhelming her power truly was, so they rushed toward her without hesitation. Yet Qi Qingmo remained completely calm. She casually raised a hand, unleashing a terrifying wave of flames that swept across the battlefield and reduced every attacker to ashes within seconds. From below, Chen Yuanyi stared in disbelief. The enemies who had overwhelmed them throughout the battle were erased with a single effortless move. As for Luo Changshui'er and the other survivors, they could only stand there in shock, wondering who this mysterious savior with godlike power truly was. But this was only the beginning. Qi Qingmo continued her journey through the mysterious land of origin, freely unleashing her immense strength. Every wild beast she encountered was swiftly eliminated. At the same time, she remembered her promise and began hunting down the remaining members of the plant god sect hiding throughout the region, destroying their bases one after another. Deep within the forest, a gigantic green beast hurried to report the disaster to the sect's masked leader. It informed her that a mysterious woman dressed in ancient robes had appeared and was completely dismantling all of their plans. Then came the most shocking news of all. The high priest had been killed. Their powerful guardians had fallen, 3 elders had perished, and their bases had been wiped off the map entirely. The masked leader was utterly stunned. Unable to comprehend what had happened, she immediately suspected that a high-ranking traitor within the sect was leaking their secrets. As she watched her plans collapse, she realized there was no more time to wait. Fearing total defeat, she ordered her followers to contact the Great Elder on Earth and immediately launch their full-scale assault on Shanghai City. Far away from the battlefield, Lin Zichen was celebrating an important breakthrough. After enduring intense training and tremendous effort, he had finally succeeded in opening the special energy point within his brain. Noticing his wide grin, Xininghan teased him and asked whether he had finally achieved his goal. Laughing, he responded by asking if she had managed to make her own breakthrough as well. Xininghan proudly lifted her chin and claimed she had beaten him by a full 10 minutes, demanding that he acknowledge her brilliance. Lin Zichen happily praised her, causing her to smile with satisfaction. However, the light-hearted atmosphere did not last long. Suddenly, Xininghan's expression turned serious. She sat upright and stared directly into his eyes, telling him that she had an extremely important question to ask. She then brought up the intense training sessions he had undergone with their beautiful master, Qingmo. With a gentle yet strangely intimidating smile, she directly asked him what he had felt while being so close to Qi Qingmo during those training sessions. The moment the question was asked, Lin Zichen froze and his face turned bright red. Nervously, he tried to explain that he had been completely focused on surviving the dangerous energy fluctuations and had not been thinking about anything else. But Xininghan was not convinced in the slightest. Crossing her arms, she pointed out that he had spent several days in close proximity to Qi Qingmo, making it impossible for him not to have noticed anything. Growing increasingly flustered, Lin Zichen waved his hands frantically and explained that the violent energy had made his entire body feel as though it were burning, leaving him unable to focus on anything else. Xininghan narrowed her eyes as she tried to determine whether he was telling the truth. Meanwhile, sweat poured down Lin Zichen's forehead as he swore with complete sincerity that he was being honest. Before either of them could continue their argument, the entire room suddenly began to shake violently, signaling the arrival of a new event that could change everything.